All right, so the recording has started. So once again, greetings and hello everyone, and welcome to this webinar. We're going to talk about Facebook marketing and what's working now, as well as, what's working a little bit on some other social media sites. But first and foremost, because some of you on the line may or may not know me, my name is Tony Coleman-Brown, and I'm the founder of the Network for Women in Business and the creator of the Online Marketing Mastermind Live event, as well as the Small Business Bootcamp for Women. I'm excited to present this information to you guys tonight. I have a lot to share. And just to tell you a little bit more about some of the accomplishments I've had over the years, I'm a published author. I've been on Pix 11, the Working Woman Report. I've appeared in, my works has appeared in on blackenterprise.com, as well as various other different magazines. I had a lot of success in network marketing, and I've won trips, all around the world. So I've had a pretty good run here, and I'm so excited for where I am right now because we are definitely moving forward with our motto for the Network for Women in Business, which is to educate, to elevate women in business. So I'm excited to be here tonight. First and foremost, I'd like to go over what some of my objectives are for this evening. What I would like to accomplish is I would like to let you guys know what's happening now on Facebook, and I'd like to talk to you a little bit about what types of business strategies that you should be using on Facebook as well as some of the other social media sites. I want to talk a little bit about Facebook advertising, and I also would like to talk about some of the underutilized marketing tools that you can use on Facebook. These are just some of the little things that a lot of people often overlook when they're marketing and promoting on Facebook, because one of the things that I notice is that people will post a lot and they will think that that will give them a lot of traction. But if you're like most of the other people that are out there trying to really market and promote their business on social media and Facebook, what you may have noticed as it relates to what's happening today is on all of these social media platforms is that video is really dominating right now. So video is dominating social media, and I have to tell you that I love it and I hate it at the same time, because if most of you are like me, you're not necessarily 110% comfortable with being on camera all the time. But I have to tell you that one of the things that you must do if you're interested in having success today on social media and on all of the different platforms is you definitely want to get comfortable with video. One of the things that I have to say is that all video doesn't always necessarily have to be a talking head video. Some of the video that you can use as it relates to dominating on social media can be videos like this webinar that I'm doing right now. So you can repurpose and reuse your content that you use when you're giving presentations. Sometimes when you're giving live presentations, you may have someone to just record a live video of you. So if you've noticed lately, video is where it's at. When you upload video on social media, it gets much more engagement. Most of the social media platforms today are definitely focusing more on video, and they're showing for sure more video than ever before. And one of the things that I found that was interesting about video is that Facebook will tell you that when you upload a video and you don't include sound, so basically if you upload a video and you put captions on it, it tends to do better than videos where people are talking. So I remember one time I saw a video on Facebook, and I know that it got a lot of traction, and you've probably seen some videos like this before as well, where you saw someone recording a video, but they didn't say a word, but they held up signs and they let the signs do all the talking. So they may have had like 30, 40, or 50 signs, and they just, instead of talking through the video, they just held up the signs, and that captivated people to the point of they wanted to watch the video all the way to the end because there were no words, no one was talking. But one of the things that's really great about video is that people tend to remember only 20% of what they hear, 30% of what they see, but they tend to remember 70% of the things that they hear and see. So video is definitely something that you want to get comfortable with. And if you've noticed, what's happening now on a lot of social media platforms is they're moving toward this live medium. So basically, on the majority of social media platforms that are out there now, you can go live. So look at Snapchat. You can go live on Snapchat for about 30, 60 seconds. As a matter of fact, Snapchat is extending the time of their videos. In the beginning, it was only 30 seconds that you had to, do Snapchat. And what people would tend to do in order to tell the story is they will create one Snapchat after another so they could create more of a storyboard with their Snapchats. But now Snapchat is starting to allow you to record just a tad bit longer, which is pretty cool. And now what Snapchat has is ads. So now you can put video ads and you can cause an interruption on Snapchat, which is pretty cool as well. But now Instagram has Instagram Live. So Instagram is owned by Facebook, as most of you know. And just like you can go live on Facebook, you can go live now on Instagram, and you can go live for a long period of time on Facebook as well as Instagram. And you can go live these days on YouTube, and we all know about Periscope. You can definitely go live on Periscope. And Vine is no longer around, but everybody remember doing it for the Vine, right? So people can now go live, and what people will generally do as it relates to going live is oftentimes they'll go live when they have certain things that they want to demonstrate. So a lot of times if you want people to see what's going on behind the scenes of what your company is doing, or behind the scenes of what you're doing in your business, you can go live. A lot of people go live on a regular basis so that they can speak directly to their community. So you can go live on, specific Facebook pages, but there's some software now where you can go live on multiple pages and multiple platforms, not multiple platforms, but multiple pages at the same time. So this live is definitely something that you want to incorporate in your marketing strategy. And sometimes you want to go live and you want it to be very impromptu because you just want to give people a sneak peek with regards to what's going on. But sometimes you want to go live and you want to be very intentional about it. So basically what I mean by that is you want to have a specific topic in mind, and you want to go live on a specific page for a very specific reason. So for example, myself, I'm hosting my upcoming Small Business Bootcamp for Women, so I may want to go live on that specific page, or I may want to go live on my Network for Women in Business page and just speak to people directly about that event, or as I'm putting together the information that's going to go into the goodie bags, I may want to go live to show people all of the good things that we're going to have going in the goodie bags. So these are some of the strategies that you can use to really just take advantage of what's happening right now on social media and all of the different social media platforms. So going live, not just on Facebook, but also on Instagram, YouTube, and these other different platforms. But what's really cool about once you go live is, and I don't think a lot of people take advantage of this, because once you go live, you have that video, you can actually download it. You can download that video and repurpose it and reuse that live video. And one of the things I wanted to talk a little bit about is how you can repurpose and reuse the video. So one of the things that you can do is you can upload it to YouTube and build your YouTube channel. So you don't necessarily have to just go live and just have it there and then not do anything else with it. You want to go live and reuse the content. So you can add the content to your blog, and you can upload that video on your blog and it can live there for a while. You can send the video out via email to your email list, and that way, for those people who didn't catch you when you were live, they can definitely catch you doing that replay. Also, you can do something like you can have your videos transcribed, and you can turn the video into books or ebooks or articles. And if you decide to create different articles, you can take the videos and you can break them up into different blog posts. So it's all about the concept of really having you everywhere, so that people can have multiple ways of getting in contact with you. So one of the things that I think is really important as entrepreneurs or as people that are really looking to get themselves out there and to get more visibility for your brands, I just believe that you have to take what you have and begin to repurpose it in multiple ways, so that people can understand that you're an expert in that particular topic. So for example, if you were an attorney who is focusing on intellectual property and you want people to understand how to protect their intellectual property, you may conduct a webinar. And while you're doing that webinar, you may record it live. So you'll have it live and then you'll have the webinar. And you can take the webinar's replay link and have people begin to look at the webinar replay. You can take the live video and then have it transcribed and break it out over a series of articles. You could take the series of articles and make them a series of different emails. And for all of that content, what you can do is you can, take a webinar and have it transcribed and turn it into a white paper or a free report, and then have people opt in to get access to it. So really it's taking the same content and repurposing it and reusing it so that it can live forever and it can live in multiple different formats. And because every time you do a webinar or every time you go live or every time you do any type of presentation, you never really say everything that you want to say. So for example, if you've ever delivered a presentation, I'm sure there are many of you that are on the line today that will raise your hand and say, after you delivered the presentation and you thought about it, you also thought about something else that you wanted to say that you forgot to say during your presentation. So that happens all the time when people are delivering content or delivering specific information and strategy. There's always more. Every time you think you're delivering a complete solution to a problem, there's always another problem that comes up. And that's how you keep people engaged, because as you begin to deliver and answer one question and you resolve one problem, another problem pops up, or you think about something else that you wanted to say that you didn't say, and you can continue to add on and add on. There's always more. There's always more ways that you can drill deeper into whatever topic or whatever subject that you're talking about, so that you can just keep delivering more content, keep delivering more videos, and keep repurposing and reusing the information that you get. And like I said, every time you deliver some content, you'll always go back and think of, okay, what else? What else did I want to talk about? Because like I said, there's always more. So now I want to switch gears a little bit and talk about some of the underutilized tools on Facebook. So I'm just going to list these out, but then I'm going to hop out of this PowerPoint presentation and we're going to go live to Facebook to really talk about some of these things so you can see some of it in action. So one of the main tools that I think that is most underutilized is the Facebook timeline cover. And the reason why I think that that's most underutilized, because there's so many different things that you can do with it, and I don't think that a lot of entrepreneurs think about it. And also the call to action button as it relates to the timeline cover. And then Facebook offers. People don't utilize that far enough, because that's something that can really help take your business to the next level, and fan pages, groups, events, and ads. So let's go into Facebook. I'm just going to jump out of here, jump out of the presentation for a second so we can really kind of see some of this stuff in action. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the timeline cover. So what I want to do is I might have to scroll all the way up to the top. Let me move this for a second so I can scroll all the way up, because one of the things I was doing today was actually scrolling through my fan page, looking at some of the offers that I had in the past, and just, like really just doing some analysis and seeing what really worked well versus what didn't. So the Facebook timeline cover, right? Sorry about that. So I know people are constantly, we're live, and people are constantly, reaching out to me and all of this stuff. So it pops up. Sorry about that. So I clicked on a response and it took me away from where I wanted to be. So here we are at the timeline cover, right? Facebook fan page timeline cover. And as you can see with this particular fan page timeline cover, what I'm doing is I have uploaded a video so that when people come to this particular page, they can see this video, which is all about the Small Business Bootcamp for Women. And then in conjunction with this new timeline cover, I have the sign up button where they can sign up and it will take them directly to the Small Business Bootcamp for Women's page and website, where they can sign up for the Small Business Bootcamp for Women. Now, most people don't really take full advantage of their timeline covers. And I think that the timeline covers is probably one of the best strategies that you have to continuously market and promote different aspects of your business. So for example, every time I have something new coming down the pipeline, I always design different timeline covers to coincide with it. So for example, whenever I have a new book coming out, I'll create a Facebook timeline cover, and then I will change the call to action button right here. And what I will do is I will have the call to action button go to the website where people can buy the book. So what you can do with this is, if you have, for example, an event coming up, you can change your timeline cover to match up your event, and then you can change the call to action button so that people can click on it and go to your event page and sign up for your event. I think that the Facebook timeline cover is probably one of the most underutilized tools on Facebook, because people just think that it's just something that's just there, but they don't realize just how powerful it is. And they don't realize also that when you change your timeline cover, what happens is people that have liked your page and really engaged with your page, they actually get notified when you've changed your timeline cover or your profile picture or things like that. So I constantly change my timeline cover. I constantly update my call to action button, and I constantly update my profile picture, because these are things that are prominent on your website, and these are things that get the attention of the people that come to your website. So you can take this call to action button and you can actually edit it, and you can make it say a variety of things. So as you can see right now, I have it going to the Small Business Bootcamp for Women, right? So I can change it to a variety of other different things. I could change it to, people can learn more, people can get in touch with me, they can book my services. If I had an app, they could download the app. Or if I was, say I was promoting hurricane relief for Hurricane Harvey, or now Hurricane Irma that's, brewing out there and really wreaking havoc on the Caribbean. I can change my timeline cover to coincide with that, and I can allow people to make a donation. So there's so much that you can do with your timeline cover that can go along with your marketing strategy, that I just think that people don't utilize their timeline cover far enough. Every time I have something that's coming out, I always create a brand new timeline cover to coincide with it. And one of the tools that you can use to create timeline covers is you can go to this website called Canva. And what I love about Canva is the fact that, and I'm going to show you guys this, and you're just not going to believe all the different things that I've designed using Canva, because I design all of my YouTube thumbnails, all of the promotions that you see for the Small Business Bootcamp for Women, the promotions for the masterclass, the promotion for the boot camp. I did all my YouTube videos, the thumbnail for the promo video for the Small Business Bootcamp. I did a couple of articles on LinkedIn, and I created it's kind of like headline covers on LinkedIn articles. Um, and what else? Just lots of stuff. If I want to take a picture and I want to overlay my logo, I've done that here. So lots of things I've used Canva for. This right here, I was designing somebody's website, and they had the backdrop to the website, and I designed it here on Canva. Now, Canva is a free tool, and you can come here and you can create all types of things. You can also create banners for your website. You could create, see this one right here that says Facebook app, that 810 pixels by 450 pixels. That's the exact size of the timeline covers. So you can just click on this and begin to build yourself some really good timeline covers that are really pretty, that you can use and market and promote everything that you're doing with your business. And what I love about it, like I said, is that it's 100% free. So you can come here and use Canva. Now there's another app that I like to use that's on my phone, right? And that app on my phone, I'm going to give you the name of it right now. The app is called WordSwag. I love this app, and if you guys aren't using this app, you need to use this app. So WordSwag will allow you to create really nice posts for Pinterest, for Facebook, for all of the social media sites. And what I like about WordSwag is the fact that they have a ton of different backgrounds. And if you want to create various like text, or if you want to just put some nice quotes, because one of the things that I've learned about my people is that they really like nice quotes, and they love having nice quotes on top of beautiful pictures. And before I started the webinar tonight, I actually sent one out, and that's what the young lady was responding to. So this is one that I just recently sent out, and you can see I sent it out right before the webinar started because this is 33 minutes ago. And I used WordSwag to create this. I used an app, and I used the picture that was in the app, and I just typed this in. And this was, my little saying, your candle loses nothing when it's used to light another. It just makes the room brighter. And I just said, shine bright at the Small Business Bootcamp for Women.com. See you there. And I did this because as I was scrolling through my timeline of my fan page, I noticed that these types of posts tend to do very well. So one of the things that you want to do as entrepreneurs is you want to go through your fan pages and see what types of posts do really well. What types of posts go viral? What types of posts do people share? And what you want to do is try to take those types of posts that tend to get more reach, right? Because you want your posts to go to as many people as possible. And after you've had your fan page for a long time, Facebook is pretty keen on the types of things that the people on your page like. So what happens is when you post the types of things that people like, they will open up the algorithm so that more people can view it. So basically, it will get more reach. And so what you have to do as an entrepreneur is figure out what types of posts get the biggest reach, and then figure out a way to tie that in to what's going on in your business so that you can deliver that type of post as well as incorporate a little bit of promotion into your post so that your post will get the widest reach, but you can also be a tad bit promotional. So for this one, I'm giving the people on my page what they generally like, but I'm also including a little bit of promotion in it as well. So we'll see how that one does on its own. I will continue to watch it and see how many people that it reaches just naturally and organically versus me having to boost the post. Because oftentimes what happens is if you really want your post to get a lot of reach, the best thing that you can do is build a fan page and build a big following. So like on this Network for Women in Business fan page, you can see right here that almost 40,000 people like the page and almost 40,000 people follow the page. So basically, when I boost my post, I don't really have to create another audience. I could boost the post and just only boost it to people who like the page. And that will get me a lot of traction because your main goal with all of these social media sites is to get people out of the social media site and onto your websites. So just like this particular post, the main goal really is for them to go to the smallbusinessbootcampforwomen.com to click on that link. So we'll see what Facebook does with this. I will watch it and see how many people it ends up reaching and how well it does, and then I will begin to promote more things like that, because I notice that some of the things that I promote that are just strictly about the Small Business Bootcamp, it doesn't get a lot of reach. And I tend to have to promote it. I will have to either boost the post, or I have to go in the Facebook ads area and create a post. But the posts that tend to do really well in terms of ads and advertising is definitely video by far. So one of the other things I said was one of the most underutilized tools in Facebook is this thing right here, which is offers, right? So when you click on the tab that speaks to offers, what you can do here is, and my computer is moving, I think, a little bit slow unless I'm at the bottom. Okay, yeah, I was at the bottom. So when you click on offers, what happens here is that you can create a specific offer that will that you can promote to the people who like your page. So it says create offers to attract customers. You can post discounts or deals right from your page. And then what happens is people who save the offer will get notified right before it expires. So one of the things I am going to do is I'm going to create an offer for about $10 off the Small Business Bootcamp for Women, and then I'll add a photo and I will put a date with regards to when it's going to expire. And right before it expires, what's going to happen is people will get an email, not on Facebook Messenger. They will get an email that will go to whatever email address that they use to set up that Facebook account, and let them know that the offer is about to expire, so they need to take advantage of it. So I'm going to create an offer. I'm going to tell, you can tell people about the offer, set the date that it's going to expire, set the time, add a photo, and then you can tell people where they can redeem it. I'll usually click online, and then you could put the website, and I'm going to have a promo code, and I'm going to put the promo code right there. And if there are any additional conditions to the offer, one of the things that you can do is you can add that in this area right here, and then you can publish it. Now once you publish it, what you want to do is boost it. So you can see this area right here, it will highlight, so you'll be able to click on it, and when you boost it, what will happen is you can expand the reach. So basically you can get more people to see it, and that way more people will claim the offer. And one of the things that you would hope that would happen when you create an offer like this is that people will begin to share it with other people. So I may create an offer on this particular page, and I may create another offer, the same offer, on the page that's specifically about the event. Now you might ask myself, because one of the things you might ask yourself, why do I have a different page for the event versus having everything on the Network for Women in Business page? Well, that's another one of the underutilized tools, fan pages. The reason why I have a separate fan page for the Small Business Bootcamp for Women, the event, is because when I run an ad on Facebook, one of the first things that people will see from an ad is the name of the fan page. So when I'm running an ad about the Small Business Bootcamp for Women, I don't want it to say the Network for Women in Business. I want the first thing that people see is the Small Business Bootcamp for Women. This way, when I'm, writing my copy, because there's only a few things that people can see above the fold when you're running an ad. So I don't want to have to waste any any space or any characters writing out attend the Small Business Bootcamp for Women. So if I'm running an ad from the page, that really saves me a whole lot of time and a whole lot of characters. So I could use those characters to actually promote and say something else. So offers are underutilized. The timeline cover is underutilized. The call to action button is underutilized. Fan pages are underutilized because you can have as many fan pages as you want on Facebook. And I believe that people should have a fan page for just about everything. If you have a product, you should have a product fan page. If you have multiple products, you should have multiple product fan pages. Fan pages should be used as a part of your marketing strategy all the time. So I spoke to you about the call to action button, the timeline covers, the offers, the fan pages. What else did I say? Groups, okay? Facebook groups. I have a group for the Network for Women in Business that has almost 5,000 people in that group. And what I love about, well, what I used to really, really love about Facebook groups was the fact that there was a time when you could actually send a message to everybody that was in the group. And right now, the only place that you can do that is LinkedIn. Now I have a group on LinkedIn that's also a Network for Women in Business group, and it has probably about 1,200 people, which is not bad for a group on LinkedIn. Now let me tell you what I love about the LinkedIn group. Each and every week, I can send out a blast email to everybody in that group. And do you know that they will get that email in their inbox and not their LinkedIn inbox? They will get that email in the inbox of the email that they use to create their LinkedIn profile. So that is what I call creating a disruption. And you can send a blast email like that from your LinkedIn group every week. And a lot of people don't know that. That's a hidden secret. That's definitely one that you should incorporate into your strategy if you're using LinkedIn. And another thing, I spoke earlier about video, and I talked about repurposing and reusing video. You can take and repurpose and reuse your videos on LinkedIn as well by creating an article on LinkedIn Pulse. And you can take, and what I like about LinkedIn Pulse is the fact that now you can create these really nice headlines that coincide with your articles, but you can also upload video to include in your articles. So all of your Facebook lives, all of your Periscopes or Instagram lives, or if you go live on YouTube, or if you just take something on Snapchat and you want to upload it to YouTube, you could take that YouTube link and you can use it in, in, in a LinkedIn ad. So that's something that could be very powerful and very useful um, in your repurpose and reuse strategy. Taking it and just, it's all about, like I said, it's all about really having you everywhere and for people to be able to find you and find out what you're all about and what you have to offer. So the other thing, Facebook groups. So when you have a group, it's really cool. You can communicate directly with your people. One of the things that I can tell you about having a group is that you want to try to make it such that people are interacting and they're engaging, but it's really hard to get people talking into groups. And one of the things that you have to do is really create like days. So certain days in the group is Motivational Mondays. Other days in the group is days when they can promote their business. So we have Shout Out Your Business Sunday, so everybody can promote their business on Sunday. Then we have Fan Page Friday, where everybody can um, put their information about their fan pages and stuff like that. So a lot of times when you have groups, people just want to promote, promote, promote. But what you want to do is try to create days and create some rules so that people will not, be so spammy in the groups. So groups is something that's underutilized. You can create a group that's really targeted for your customers. So for example, if you were selling a product that was all about weight loss, you could create a weight loss group, and in that group all you can do is create like tips and different things as it relates to health and wellness and fitness, and then you can, talk about the success that you've had using your own weight loss products and get people interested in that. The real deal as it relates to a Facebook group is that you want to really try to get people that are super fans for whatever it is that you have to offer. So groups are a powerful strategy that you want to use as well. And events are also a powerful strategy that you can use, because when you create an event, one of the things that Facebook will do is Facebook will promote the event to other people, and they will allow you to, kind of talk to people that are in the group. You can begin to see, who's coming. You can create an event, and you can also promote the event throughout Facebook the same way that you can create, ads. What I like about it is they give you insights. You can see how many people responded, to the event this week. You see here there's a button that says boost event. So basically when you boost the event, that means that you're promoting it the same way you can promote a post. And you can share the event with other people. You can invite your friends to the event. You can share it in your news feed, or you can share it in Messenger. So basically you can click this button here to share it in Messenger, and you can tag a group of people in Messenger so that you can say, hey, don't forget that I have this event coming up. I really hope to see you there. So that's another strategy that you can use. And what's cool about all of this is that these are some of the things that you can outsource to an admin, and they can do some of these things for you. So Facebook has really done a great job with enhancing the events feature so that you can really get the word out about your event, and that you can begin to reach a lot of people. People that weren't aware about it before can become aware about it, and you can really take good advantage of really having your event out there, knowing that it's going to get a lot of reach. So you can see 184 people viewed it, 73 people viewed it this week. The reach has been almost 2,000 people, and 137 saw it this week. So it gives you some great insights about your event, right? And this is always good to have this type of data. And then you can see who says they're going, who says maybe, and then you can reach out to some of the people who said maybe, and then, maybe you might want to say, um, I saw that you said that you may come to the event. What can I do to get you to say completely yes? Would a discount of $20 help you to cross over the threshold? And if they say yes, then say, okay, then here, use this discount code and get $20 off, and I can't wait to see you there. So really one of the things that a lot of people don't utilize as well is that personal touch, because the fact of the matter is that Facebook has completely changed the algorithm. They've put us into these bubbles. And if we don't make a concerted effort to get out of the bubbles, we will stay in the bubble. And we really want to get out of the bubble as much as possible. So reaching out and talking to people that you know, but you may be thinking, oh, this person knows about this event because they're my friend on Facebook. Well, they could be your friend on Facebook, but if they haven't engaged with you in a while, they're not seeing anything that you're putting on Facebook. So one of the things that you might want to do is make a concerted effort to reach out to people and say, you know what, I don't know if you saw this because Facebook, doesn't distribute the information like they used to, and everything doesn't appear in everyone's timeline, but I wanted to send this personal invite to you and I hope that you can make it. So these are some of the things that you can do to add that personal touch. Yeah, it may take up a little bit more time, but at the end of the day, I definitely think it's worth it, and you definitely want to utilize events. Now, ads and advertising, you definitely want to take advantage of advertising, and when you come into the home section of Facebook, when you go to the home page, all you have to do is go to the bottom of the page and click Create Ad. And once you click Create an Ad, it's going to take you to the Ad Manager section of Facebook. And what it's going to do is load up all of the information, all of your previous settings, and they're getting everything ready because Facebook has made it very easy. If you want to boost the post, you can boost the post from the Ads Manager. And if you want to create an ad about, um, say for instance a small business boot camp, I can just pretty much go and take any one of the posts from the small business boot camp and it's already preloaded. I don't have to retype anything. It'll just pull all the information right in here. But one of the first things that Facebook is going to ask you before you begin to start an ad is they're going to ask you, what is your marketing objective? And I have to tell you that this is really kind of pay-per-click advertising. So basically, you will pay every time somebody clicks on an ad. And what happens is they will set a fee for that. And the fee could be anywhere from 45 cents a click, or the fee could be anywhere from 2 cents a click or a penny a click. And one of the things that you want to do is, and I hope you guys can hear me okay because I see my internet, it looks like it's like going in and out. But one of the things that you can do is you can actually set your ads for video views. And if you set your ads for video views, one of the things that I found is that the way to get your pay-per-click ads at its cheapest rate is for you to definitely use video ads and click video views, or boost a post and promote it just to people who like your page. When you do those two things, the pay-per-click cost for your ads will decrease tremendously, tremendously. It'll go down to almost a penny a click. And that's what you're looking for. And that's why at the top of the call I said video is everything. Because when you move into the realm of video, you're going to just do amazing things. But before you get into really advertising, and I mean, I'm going to do another training on just Facebook advertising where I will go completely through the process of setting up an ad. But before you venture into the realm of advertising, guys, one of the things that you want to do is make sure that you have clear goals. You know exactly what you're looking to do. And one of the things that I've discovered is that you'll hear a lot of people talking about, oh, we're just crushing it with Facebook ads. We're crushing it with Facebook ads. We did $1 million in sales. And most of the time, that's absolutely not true. It doesn't work out that way. what you want to happen and what really tends to happen, and the best strategy to have when you're running Facebook ads is to really get people to opt in. Get people to sign up for a mailing list or give somebody a free report so you can get their email, because where you're going to get your most sales is through you sending emails and getting your people that have signed up to your list to know, like, and trust you. It's not going to happen with you just sending somebody straight to a buy now button. It doesn't really work like that. The best strategy that you can have is for you to get somebody to opt into an email list. So we're going to go over this into more details on another training call, but definitely you want to take advantage of Facebook ads, and Facebook really kind of walks you through all of this. You know, you can build your audience, decide where people where you want the ad to be placed. It could be placed in Instagram, or it could be placed on the desktop or mobile. One of the things that I would tell you is that most people don't see your ads on a desktop. Most people see your ads on a phone. So when you're creating your ads, always do the mobile view and don't use Instagram. Just use Facebook placements, and I would even only do mobile placements, because it's like almost 80%, 90% of the people are viewing the information that they see on Facebook on their phone. So what you want to do is make sure that your ads are optimized for mobile, right? And, it's pretty self-explanatory though when you walk through that. So definitely you want to use advertising, and because that's probably one of the most underutilized tools in Facebook. All right, so let's move on. So we kind of covered that, talking about video ads, and that's where you're going to get your biggest bang for your buck. Also with Facebook boost, when you boost your post and you boost your post to people who like your page only, you will actually really get your biggest bang for your buck when you do it that way. So definitely, boost your page to people who like your page. So a good business strategy to have as it relates to Facebook is, first you want to build a fan page, and you want to build a fan page by first creating the fan page and then running a page likes campaign. So basically a likes campaign is when you're looking to really build brand awareness. So you want to get people to know you and like your page. So you want to get as many page likes. Once you get to about 500, which will happen pretty quick and pretty cheaply, then you can begin to start seeing the type of information and the type of posts that go viral, and your page will grow organically. I can tell you that I started my Facebook page about 5 years ago. And basically what I did was I ran an ad, and the ad simply said, click like if you're proud to be a woman entrepreneur. And that's how my fan page grew. And then once I saw the type of content that they loved, I began to share more content like that, and people began to share the post, and every time people shared the post, somebody else in their network discovered the page and they began to like the page. That's why I tend to get like almost 200 likes organically every week, which is pretty phenomenal and good. And then, you want to continue to create that viral content so that you can build more followers and fans. And then you want to create ads to promote to your fans. So this is your audience. And really and truly, I can tell you that my ultimate goal is to get as many of those 39,000 people that like my page onto my mailing list as I possibly can. So, like I said, I want to grab all the opt-ins that I can so that, these can become my leads that I now own, and they're no longer owned by Facebook or Instagram or, anybody else or LinkedIn. And that way, once they get on my list, I know that I can reach out to them to generate a sale. So that's my ultimate strategy, and that's what I think most people's business strategy should be so that they can have success on social media. So that's pretty much all that I have tonight. If you guys have any questions, you can feel free to ask me at this time. But what I would like to do is definitely extend the opportunity to have you guys come to my 6th annual Small Business Bootcamp for Women. The theme is All the Way Up, and it's happening on Saturday, October 7th at the beautiful Radisson Hotel in New Rochelle. So you can visit www.smallbusinessbootcamp for women for more details. But if no one has any additional questions, then I'm going to go ahead and call it a night and say thank you to each and every one of you that attended the webinar tonight. I hope that you got a lot out of it. I surely enjoy presenting the information to you. And I will say take care, and I will talk to you soon. This is Tony Coleman-Brown signing out, and the webinar is now officially over. Let's see. Wait, I might have a question. Oh, it's just a thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you guys for being here. All right. So you guys take care, and I will talk to you soon. Have a great and awesome night.